Hello everyone, my name is Jimena, I'm the singing bookworm, and today I had planned to write a song about wrapping up NaNoWriMo, how I didn't win, but I still got 42,000 words, which I'm really proud of, but I ended up having kind of a tough day, and I just decided I would do something else I was planning to do, which is the AuthorTube Newbie tag instead, and maybe I'll do a song about wrapping up NaNoWriMo in the future. Maybe I'll just move on. I've written a blog post. It's on my website. I'm gonna put the link here on the screen and also in the description. You can check out my reflections on NaNoWriMo. On not winning and still learning a lot from it and getting a lot out of it. There's one more thing I think I have to address before I jump into this AuthorTube Newbie tag, because last week on Monday I released a video about Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. I wrote a song about the powerful black women who are at the center of that novel and how I found that was really awesome and empowering, and I wanted to celebrate that. And I still think all of those things are true. I just wanted to address that coincidentally last week after I released the video, there was this whole blow up on Twitter where Tomi Adeyemi accused Nora Roberts of plagiarizing her book title, and it just like book Twitter flipped out. I personally am really inspired by Tomi Adeyemi. We're the same age, which is really exciting to see someone my age being successful in the publishing world. And I also am really happy to see more black women in the fantasy publishing industry. Obviously, I think what she said about Nora Roberts stealing her book title was out of line, and probably just an impulsive millennial thing of like, I feel this thing, let me like vomit it onto social media, and not really thinking that through. She should have been more thoughtful about what she posted online, but I don't think her book should be boycotted because of that. I mean, if you decided to do that, that's fine, you do you, but personally, I'm going to keep reading her series, acknowledging that she did something bad. Writing community, please, you're online, we are here together. Learn from this. Please don't make unfounded accusations of plagiarism. Please, like, keep in mind how your words online can affect other writers, can affect readers, can affect, you know, so many things. So I just wanted to put that out there. I think Tomi Adeyemi was totally in the wrong, but I don't think it's something to condemn her for it. I hope this blows over soon. I hope this doesn't happen again. So I'm going to do the AuthorTube Newbie tag. When I did the Booktube Newbie tag 2 weeks ago, Strip Books commented on my video saying, are you going to do the AuthorTube Newbie tag? And I actually didn't know that existed. I'm a writer as well as a reader, and when I talk about books, I want to talk about writing them as well as reading them. So this is going to be a hybrid channel like a lot of you guys have out there. So I thought I would introduce this side of the channel as well. 1. How did you find out about AuthorTube? I found out about AuthorTube around the same time I found out about Booktube. I saw a video by Jordan Harvey in which she was reviewing a book and mentioned that it was by an AuthorTuber and that she also was an aspiring writer. So I was sort of introduced to it that way as like a hybrid community that intersected with the Booktube community. The second question, what genres do you write in? I write primarily fantasy. I've dabbled in science fiction, but I'm not very much of a scientist, even though both my parents are. But I write contemporary fantasy set in our world, with a twist, with magic added, with portals to other worlds, that sort of thing. And also I write fantasy set in made-up worlds. I love creating cultures and languages and religions and magic systems and all that sort of thing. I love creating my own worlds, even if it's within our world. Question number 3. What is your preferred writing tense? Point of view and category of story. I write primarily young adult. My current series is maybe sort of verging into new adult, but I think it's still within the young adult genre or like category, because it's a lot about finding your identity within your family and dealing with family and dealing with independence and first loves, friendships, all the sort of things that are really important in that sort of stage of your life. I was sick for a lot of my teenage years. I had to miss weeks or months at a time of school. So in a lot of ways I feel like I missed out on my adolescence. So maybe that's why I'm so interested in young adult, in reading it as well as writing it, because I feel like I can sort of capture some of that experience that I didn't get to have. Question number 4. Are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? Which is a blend between plotter and pantser. I would say I'm a plantser. I don't create written outlines, but I do always plan out my books somewhat before I start writing, and as I'm writing, I just do it all in my head. And then once I have written a full draft, I will usually then write an outline for what I want it to be during revision, so then I have something to work toward. So that's how I combine the two elements of like plotting versus like winging it. Question number 5. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I am self-published. My first novel, Blue Rabbit, is available on the Amazon store in ebook and hopefully coming out soon in paperback as well. That's a standalone young adult fantasy novel, and I am now working on a series of young adult fantasy novels, which I will also be self-publishing. Question 6. What publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you represented by or use? I use Amazon to self-publish my books. It's the easiest, the most widely accessible platform. I might branch out onto some other ones, but for now, that's where my book is. 7. What AuthorTube-related videos can we expect to find on your channel? So my first video, as I mentioned, was a video about NaNoWriMo. As you might know if you've seen my videos on this channel before, I have a musical element in a lot of my videos. So my video about NaNoWriMo was a song, and I also made sort of a skit to go with the song. So that's probably going to be my main mode. I might do some more tags, but I'll probably mostly be writing songs and creating videos about the writing process, writing problems, and I'll probably have videos about my books in the future, maybe sort of like making songs for different important characters in the series, wherever my creativity takes me. Question number 8 is, when did you start writing? I started writing as soon as I could make letters. Before I even knew how to put them into words, I would just write letters on my drawings, because I've always been really fascinated by the power of these symbols to communicate meaning, even before I knew the meaning exactly of the symbols. Question number 9, what was the first story you ever wrote? The first story I clearly remember writing was when I was 9 years old. I wrote a novel that was like 100 pages of handwritten story. It was sort of a ripoff of The Lord of the Rings, The Prydain Chronicles, and Harry Potter all rolled into one. And then in the climax, the bad guy was defeated by sleep syrup poured over pancakes. Good stuff. Fun fact, I got my friend Angeles when I was 9 to draw cover art for my novel, and Angeles is also the cover artist for Blue Rabbit. Beautiful. She's so talented, but I just thought it was funny. Question number 10. What authors have inspired you the most? This might be kind of cliche, but J.K. Rowling is really the first author that I fell in love with and was obsessed with. I was very aware that she was the one writing these books, and she was the one coming up with these characters, and I was so into that, and I wanted to be like her. Question 11. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you find the time? I definitely write whenever I have the time, although lately I have been dictating to my phone as I'm driving to and from work. My phone doesn't do voice to text because it's old and slow, but it actually works out better for me to just do a voice recording and then transcribe it later myself, because that allows me to edit as I am writing it up in the document. and that's worked out really well for me. I did it all throughout NaNoWriMo. It really helped me make progress. Question number 12, do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of those? I guess I do a blend of those. I really like to switch up the mode that I'm using to write. I like to use library computers or other people's computers, or just like switch up the physical object that is in front of me when I'm writing. I also like to write by hand. I like to take notes on my phone, written notes or voice notes on my phone. That really helps jog my creativity. So I write everywhere, on everything, you know, wherever I am, whatever I have available, I write on it. And for the final question, number 13, what are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of AuthorTube? I am definitely most looking forward to the community, to meeting other writers, to celebrating their successes, to sharing my successes, supporting each other, all that sort of thing. I love the Twitter writing community, and I'm so excited to be part of the YouTube writing community. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you like my face and the words that come out of it, please consider subscribing. I post new videos every Monday. Mwah. I had so many technical problems filming this video that I was inspired to write a song for this week after all. It's a very short song and it has like some blooper kind of things from filming this video, so I hope you enjoyed that. Booktuber problems, Booktuber problems, Booktuber problems, problems. My camera fell down, I lost the natural light, where does this thing go? Problems. Booktuber problems, Booktuber problems, Booktuber problems, problems.